Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a what sold video for you guys. I was meaning to do them every week, but the days and the weeks just kind of get away from you when you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So anyway, so today the what sold is going to be from May 9th to the 23rd. And I have 29 different items, not as much as I would have liked, but there were a few days in there where I didn't sell anything, and the sales on Poshmark were just really slim to none, and they seem to finally be kind of picking up a little bit. They did slow down a little bit this weekend because it is Memorial Day and people don't tend to buy as much on holiday weekends like that, where they're out doing like water sports and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into this. The first item, we're starting on May 9th, is, and I'm going to turn this. Hold on just a second. There we go. So I'm going to show all of the items up here on the screen so you guys can kind of get a visual of the items that we're selling. The first item was on May 9th, and it was a pair of vintage Esprit platform kind of chunky shoes, and they were kind of like penny loafers. And they did sell for me for $24. I've had them for probably about 6 months. I knew they would eventually sell just because of the trends that are going on right now, but I figured I didn't think they would take 6 months to sell. However, I did end up selling them for $24, which gave me a profit of $17.20. And I got those ones at the bins. The second item out of 4 that sold on May 9th was a pair of American Eagle distressed cutoff shorts. And they did have, as you can see, some embroidery and like patches and stuff like that on them. They were really super fun. They were definitely a very cute pair. They sold for $12. Someone offered me $12 and I went ahead and took it. And I made a profit of $8.45 on that pair. Those were also from the bins. These next 2 items were also from the bins. The third item was one that I wasn't positive about, but it was new with tags. It was from the Utah Year 2000 Winter Games, and it was this red zip-up fleece vest. It had the tag on it still, and on one side it said 2000 Winter Games, and on the other side it had embroidery that said ABC4, which is a news channel in our area. And so I figured I would take a chance on that, because when it's fleece, it's super lightweight, so it probably cost me like $1. I ended up selling that for $18, and it gave me a profit of $11.95 because of the fact that it was one that I sent and offered to Liker, and so I had discounted shipping on top of Poshmark fees. So since it was from the bins though, it only cost me $1, and so it's not too bad. The fourth item, also from the bins, was a vintage Vanity Fair floral robe, and it almost looks like a fitted caftan, but it had 3 little snaps right here, and so that it could open from here down, but it still was closed off. It was very pretty. It was completely polyester, and the floral print on it was just beautiful. And that's one thing that you will learn during the summer and especially the spring. One thing I will talk about in one of my next videos that I will be filming actually right after this is the loud floral caftans sell for a awesome amount during this time of year. Mine usually go anywhere from, I think this one sold for $55. That's the highest I've gotten so far. The lowest I've sold any of these for was $40. And so that's a really, really good deal. And it's a really good profit, especially if you can get the items at the bins or an estate sale or anywhere where you can get them for really cheap. Sorry, my hair's driving me crazy today. I like straightened it because I've just had it with the perm, but it's still like dry and like straw on the bottom down here. So I am contemplating chopping so that it will just be my natural hair right here. But I'm super nervous because I don't like having short hair. So we'll see. Anyway, on to May 10th, I had 2 different sales. The first one was a Hawk & Company men's flat front khaki shorts, and they were outdoor shorts. They sold for $21, and that gave me a profit of $15.80 because of the fact that I got those from the bins also. The next item was a pair of women's True Religion light wash bootcut jeans, and these were in really good condition. They just had like some wash distressing on them. These sold for me for $40, and I ended up making a profit after cost of goods and Poshmark fees of $30.15. And then on May 11th, I sold 1 item. It was a very crappy day for sales, and it ended up being a vintage 1960s Warumbo 100% wool trench coat. I've had this one for over a year now. As somebody that worked with my husband when he worked as a salesman at Toyota in a nearby area, he had his mom go into a care home, and so they took all of her clothing and stuff that she didn't want to keep, which was a huge amount of stuff, and asked if we wanted to come over and look through it and see if there was anything that we wanted, because he knew that I did reselling and that we had just recently moved here and didn't bring a lot with us. So I had gotten a whole bunch of vintage clothing, and this coat was one of those items. And so I had originally hoped it would go for more, but since I've had it for so long and I didn't pay out anything for it, I took an offer of $35 and just was happy to get it out of the house or my garage, actually. So that made me a profit of $28, and I didn't have to pay anything for it. So that was great. The next item was on May 12th. And this was a big exception to the LuLaRoe rule that I have. I don't pick up LuLaRoe. It doesn't normally sell for me. There are some exceptions to that. Because this was a red, white, and blue patriotic style, like tie-dye maxi dress, I went ahead and picked it up. It was at the men's, and so it only cost me like $1 and something. And you know, the fact that it was tie-dye, which is big right now, and that it was red, white, and blue, which is a big thing to put on there, and then I could put patriotic in the description, that made it a big thing for me. And so I went ahead and grabbed that one, and it was in perfect condition. If I felt like it was flattering on me, I would have kept it, but I just felt kind of frumpy wearing it, and so I decided to just let it go. So anyway, that one sold for me for actually $35, which I was really surprised at, and my profit was $27.05. So for a LuLaRoe piece, that's a big deal, because I mean, as you may have seen in some of my older videos, when I go to Deseret Industries or any of the thrift stores around here, there is always a massive amount of LuLaRoe. It's just everywhere. You just can't get away from it, and it doesn't sell for the most part for me. So anyway, so the next day, May 13th, sold nothing, which sucks. And then on May 14th, I sold 1 item. This was the bundle of days that just were horrible, and I didn't hardly do anything. So May 14th, I did sell the, from one of my recent hauls, the Daikini, yes, gray jersey knit summer dress, and it had a built-in bra inside it. It actually sold within a couple of days. Someone sent me an offer for $13 and I went ahead and accepted it. Made a profit of $7.85 after Poshmark fees and cost of goods, which made me happy, and it went through fast. And that's always a good thing when you buy something and it sells fast, because then you get money fast. So anyway, then after that, May 15th, 16th, and 17th, I sold nothing. Oh, no, correct that. On the 15th, I sold one of those personal care items I got in that lot from Wholesale Ninjas on eBay. And it was this, I think it's called Rhino something. It has to do with like your nose and cleaning out your sinuses and everything. Anyway, I'll put the picture right here. It sold for me for $15, and my cost of goods on that I think was $4, because there was quite a few items, maybe like 5 or 6 items that were either expired or I couldn't resell because of the packaging had been messed up and stuff, and the items that I got from Wholesale Ninjas. And so I just kept those myself because, you know, they were things I wanted to use anyway, right? So it's a good thing for me. So I should still get a good amount out of those. I think I've sold probably 7 or 8 of the items from that personal care lot so far. If I do end up making back all of the money that I put out from those items, I may consider getting another box, but I'm not sure on that quite yet. I may just keep doing this, and I may be starting school again soon, and so who knows? Everything's kind of up in the air right now. So anyway, all right, so on May 18th, first sale of the day was a bundle, a 2-piece bundle, and it was 2 pairs of men's pants. One was a Sean John men's relaxed fit khaki colored linen trouser kind of pants, you know, like vacation kind of pants. And then the other one was a similar kind of style, and these were by Cuba Vera, this is the second time I've sold these pants, and I found them at the bins and then sold them. They were tan men's linen blend drawstring pants, so they were both similar kind of style. The bundle sold for me for $25, and I ended up profiting $18.05. Yes, I'm fidgety. Anyway, the second item that I sold on the 18th was by Vintage America Blues, and it was a semi-sheer, I've got hair on me. Ugh. Semi-sheer ruffle hem tunic with this vibrant kind of, I think it was a floral print, but it was very pretty. If I wore stuff that was sheer and put stuff under it, I would totally do that, but I hate having layers. It just drives me nuts. I'd rather just have a shirt or a sweater and be done. That's it. So that item ended up selling for $15. I'd had it for maybe 4 months, and I profited $11.35 on that piece. The third item that I sold, I am slouching, y'all. I can just hear someone saying, stop slouching. All right, so third item was a BKE women's Gabby stretch crop fit size 29 jeans. They sold for $19, and I ended up profiting $11.95 after Poshmark fees and cost of goods. I believe that one was an offer I sent, and so it also deducted the shipping discount that you have to give to them. Oh well. And the fourth item that I sold was a pair of men's True Religion dark wash bootcut jeans. Now these ones I had sold before. Same guy, and somehow, because I was having a mom brain moment when I sold them to him the first time, I had accidentally swapped 2 pairs of jeans, and because they were kind of similar looking. Not really, but anyway. So he never got them. So I don't know where the other pair of jeans went. The other lady said, these aren't my jeans, sent a picture, and I was like, oh crap. And she sent them back through Poshmark, sending her a label, and I don't know what happened to the other pair. They never resurfaced anywhere, and so I get them back. I answer him and say, I'm relisting them. If you would still like them, I will double and triple check this time to make sure that your right pair gets sent out to you, and get them sent out the second that you pay. So he was excited. I relisted them, told him they were relisted. He repurchased them after he had already gotten refunded, and I sent them out, and then he gave me a really good review. So I was happy about that. So those sold for $35, and I ended up profiting $26.03. On May 19th, I sold 5 different items, so it started picking up again. The first one was a Jackie John purple glitter lace, kind of a bodycon formal mother of the bride style dress, and this one sold for me for $20. I profited $16 because it was an item that was given to me during the shutdown, and I had it in a bag all by itself even when I put it in inventory, because some of the glitter was kind of coming off, and I don't do glitter because it just gets on everything, and so I was happy about that. The next item that sold was a Nanette Lepore olive green cargo skirt. So the second item that sold on May 19th was a Nanette Lepore olive green cargo skirt, and it was kind of a different style of cargo skirt. It had a little bit of layering kind of to it. It's hard to describe. Anyway, it sold for $19, and I profited $12.79, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure this is one that I found at the bins. The third item that I sold on May 19th was a Zaya, Z-Y-I-A, Jade Bomber slight cheetah print jacket. This sold for me for $45. This is one of those bolo items. I sell this brand within a week every single time I list it. Every time. I think it's maybe four items now that I've sold. 2 different tops, a pair of cropped leggings, which normally do not sell right now, but sold within, I think it was like 3 weeks actually, because they were Zaya. So I profited $35.18 on that. It sold for $45, even though it had otherwise perfect condition. It had like a little itty bitty pinhole, kind of, it was either right here or right here. I can't remember which one. Anyway, so fourth item that I sold was a Zara knitwear light green, kind of a pastel. And it was a pocket front sweater. This was one that I got at the very first estate sale I went to, where I got, it was a lot of videos ago, a lot of Zara pieces that were girls, and I honestly paid too much for all of them considering they were children's clothing. But this one I paid $4 for. I only sold it for 10 bucks. So I only made a profit of $1.55, which made my average sales price kind of go down, and it also made my average profit go way down too. And so that kind of sucks. But if it wasn't for that piece, my average profit would be much better. Okay, the last item I sold on May 19th is a Freestyle Revolution dark denim fitted fashion jacket, and it had even a tie on it with these kind of puffy sleeves. I've had that one for probably about 6 months. I got it at the bins. It sold for $20, so I was happy about that because I've had it for quite a while, and I ended up profiting $13.85. Then on May 20th, I got $0 because that day sucked. And on May 21st, I sold, let's see, 5 items. I got my trusty list right here. So the first item on May 21st was a Gap blue floral sleeveless women's summer dress. If you guys remember, I think it was 3 or 4 videos back, a yard sale haul that I got. That one cost me $1 at that specific yard sale. I got quite a few pieces at. And this one sold for $15 and I profited $11 even. Second item was also from Gap. These were a pair of tan cotton summer shorts. I've had these since last year when I sourced them at the bins. They sold for me for $9. I sent an offer to Liker for these ones and I ended up profiting $5.35. The third item I sold was from Wild Fable, which is a Target brand, and I don't normally pick it up, but this one was definitely very different. And it was a kind of cream white Victorian Bohemian style blouse with kind of a ruffle, like a V-shaped ruffle on the bust, and it had, I think it had a bit of a high neck and then elastic kind of gathered waist. It was really pretty, brand new condition, and it sold for $12 and I profited $6.55. The fourth item was a SpongeBob SquarePants 3/4 zip cycling top. I got this one at the Goodwill, like the regular Goodwill, and it's been probably 4 months since I got it. I thought it was all 50% off, and it turned out it was just the men's stuff that was 50% off. So this one actually cost me $4 when I thought it was gonna cost me $2. But I still sold it for $25 and profited $16 even off of it, so not too bad. Next and last item for the 21st was one from one of the recent yard sales, and it was a THML black and white blouse, and it had red floral embroidery all along the bust. This piece sold for $12 and I profited $6.55. I have another piece, there's only one other piece I've sourced that's from that brand, and it's still in my closet and it's been there for over a year, which I need to clear some of that stuff out, honestly, but who has the time? And so I was kind of shocked when this one sold within like a week because the other one had been sitting for so long, but this piece was definitely very beautiful. Then on May 22nd, I sold 3 items. First of which was a pair of Tiva women's red leather Velcro closure sandals. I got these ones at the bins. They sold for me for $25 and I ended up profiting $16.75 after cost of goods and Poshmark fees. The second item was a Lucky Brand embroidered Bohemian tunic top. I've had this one for quite a while also. I think I got it at a yard sale last year actually, and it sold for $15 and I profited $9.64. The third item was a pair of women's Wrangler Aura, A-U-R-A, women's boot cut jeans, and they were a size 20. They were in perfect condition. Someone sent me an offer for $24 and I accepted and made $15.70. These were ones that I believe they were at one of the recent yard sales that I went to. I think it was not last week, but the week before. So they sold really fast, and I wasn't sure if that was because of the brand or the size or the combination of the two. Who knows? But I was definitely very happy about that. It's always amazing when something turns around and sells within like the month. Anything a month and under when it sells is just great. That's perfect. On May 23rd, the last day, I sold 2 specific items. The first one was a Mountain Sole Birkenstock style cross-toe sandals. These were all leather. I sold them for $25. I mainly picked them up at the bins because they were in really good quality. They were great condition, and they sold for me for $25 and I profited $18.31. And the very last item that I sold was from a recent haul also. This was a Travis Matthew black and white polo shirt, and I can't remember if it was from a yard, I think it was from a yard sale. It was either from a yard sale or it was from the men's Thread Up Rescue Box. I can't quite remember which one right now. But that one sold for $23. Those are a good one to pick up because they seem like they sell pretty fast. They have a good turnaround. And I profited $16.40. So the total sales from May 9th to the 23rd was $646. That made my average selling price $22.27. There were a few in there that were a lot lower, a few that were a little higher, and so that may averaged out to $22. My total profit for the 2 weeks was $458.45. My average profit per item, which I said went down because of that specific Zara piece that was, I only profited like $1.55, so that kind of made that plummet. Average profit per item ended up being $15.80. Now I'm going to try and increase these numbers for my next video. It will either be in 1 week or in 2 weeks. I'm not positive on that because sometimes things kind of go haywire in my life and it makes it difficult to get anything done. So if you guys like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. It really helps out my channel, and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you guys will know whenever I upload a new video. I will be doing a Polo video next, and that will be uploading 2 days after this one gets uploaded. So today is Monday, Memorial Day. I will be uploading this one tonight at 6 p.m., which is my normal time. And then the next one, the Polo video, will be uploading on Wednesday at 6 p.m. And so I will probably be putting a premiere on that one so you guys can see ahead of time. And hopefully you guys are having a great Memorial Day weekend and remembering what we celebrate it for, and then also having some fun along with that. So I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.